This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
And a pleasant good evening live from Newcastle, Oklahoma, site of a showdown that I could not wait for. If you want to circle a game on the calendar, it would be this one, going back from January the 22nd, where these two teams had a battle royale, and Newcastle came on top. 7 points was the difference in the final. Both of these teams last night just cruised through what is the start of a great run to state. And Newcastle with only 2 losses. Lawton High is coming off of a state run themselves last year, a runner-up in Class 5A. And if you remember the excitement that team brought, they're going to try to bring it again. And so it starts right now in this arena because this is regional championship night. And the winner and the runner-up will advance to area. So, you're winning those 2 games in front of you was the most important because, like Duncan and for Southeast, their seasons are over. So you couldn't really lose that first one. So you already kind of won your spot to area, but it's the placement of who you're going to play is the big deciding factor. We've got a lot of teams on the network that is playing Midwest City, Del City, Carl Albert, and both Newcastle and Lawton High. Of our 13 schools, we got a lot of representation in basketball. Congratulations to the girls that have advanced to area. And these 2 teams will be in area, but who will be the regional champion? That is what is going to be decided here at the Newcastle gym here with about 9.5 to go before we have the starting lineup, the national anthem, and we'll get ready to go. So we'll get ready for what's going to be a great night. For those who are watching on YouTube, give us a subscription there. And for those who are watching on Apple and Android devices, it's free to download, free to watch, and then connect to us on social media, Instagram, X, and on Facebook. We'll be on Facebook Live coming up here in about 10 minutes. We'll take a quick break and be back to the Newcastle gym. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
They say the best way to be a good neighbor is to know your neighbors and give a little help when they need it. And when you need a little, you can find help at Ace Hardware in Elgin. Not only do they offer everything from grills to flowers, paint, hardware, and tools, they offer experience to help guide you through the process. And they're happy to take the time to make sure you can do it right. Ace Hardware of Elgin. They're more than just a hardware store. They're your neighbors. Ace Hardware, 7796 Highway 277 in Elgin.
Like there was a time when you'd have to put a hole there and 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 there. But this is just the same basic hole, and then you pick the direction you want to go.
Just having a 3-mile lateral, I think you're eliminating something like 60 wells that you'd have to put in.
That's a great leap forward.
You're able to tap the reservoir, and you have less of a footprint.
It never fails to blow me away.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
At CFD, our mission is to deliver quality dentistry by providing big practice benefits with a little practice feel. Since 2008, we've updated our look, technology, and have added new smiles to our tenured staff to better care for you right here at home. Convenience for you is one of our biggest goals, and we often provide same-day treatment to minimize your time off work. We are open Monday through Friday to serve you. Visit cfdok.com for details. We look forward to seeing you at our big little practice.
We'll get ready fast and furious. That's really what this time of the year is, because strap yourselves in, because just as soon as you get regionals in and digested, you're into area. And then if you are one of the final 8 that punches their ticket to state, it is a special run to a brand new arena, which replaces the big house in Oklahoma City. So we're glad to have you along. My name is Eric Shear. I'm going to be representing both channels tonight for the Newcastle faithful. Welcome on board. And for the Lawton High Wolverines, we are so glad that you could join us. We got about 5.5 minutes before we get this one tipped off. Both teams are very anxious to get started because, you know, like I said last night, if you watched both of those games, kind of in hand, Newcastle just kind of skated through that. Lawton High just had their way with Duncan, so to speak. And so basically this is the challenge. And they kind of remember this about, like I said, a month or so ago at the end of January when Newcastle was on top for about 7 points. We have got some great games on the network, and when you download the app, you'll be able to see it. Carl Albert and Bishop McGuinness will play for their regional championship. Del City and Noble will take on the regional championship. The other game that I'm going to really keep an eye on, because Class and SAS, no slouch in 5A, they are taking on Midwest City. One's going to be the regional champion. Of course, all of these teams that we mentioned are going in the area, but where will they land? That's the big key in all of this. We've got 4.5 minutes. We're going to take one more time out. We've got the national anthem and, of course, the starting lineups. We'll do that right after this. You're watching the OSN Regional Championship right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Barres Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Barres, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Barres Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages, the food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
At CFD, our mission is to deliver quality dentistry by providing big practice benefits with a little practice feel. Since 2008, we've updated our look, technology, and have added new smiles to our tenured staff to better care for you right here at home. Convenience for you is one of our biggest goals, and we often provide same-day treatment to minimize your time off work. We are open Monday through Friday to serve you. Visit cfdok.com for details. We look forward to seeing you at our big little practice.
Landmarks. They stand as symbols, reminding us of history and moments that shape our lives. We create our own landmarks. At Becker Raybon Funeral Home, we understand the importance of honoring these moments. Let our compassionate team help you celebrate the life and legacy of your loved one. Offering a range of services to honor the stories that matter most, we believe that every life leaves a mark that deserves to be cherished and remembered. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, honoring the landmarks of your life.
Stuck inside for Wi-Fi? Not this summer. With Pioneer Fiber, get backyard Wi-Fi up to 950 feet from your home, so you can binge, game, Zoom, or work straight from your hammock. Add it for just $9.95 a month, or get it free with a gig bundle. That's cheaper than your cold brew fix. Visit a Pioneer store or gopioneer.com and level up your summer.
Lawton's premier full-service garden center is Bedrock Nursery at 1802 Northwest 67th Street. Serving all of Southwest Oklahoma since 1994, they are your source for homegrown bedding plants and offer a wide range of services, including landscape design and installation. They are your full-service garden center. Bedrock Nursery, 1802 Northwest 67th Street in Lawton. Bedrock Nursery. Come see the difference. Download our free apps on Apple and Android devices. Plus, find us on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Search Oklahoma Sports Network and watch from anywhere.
And welcome back to the Newcastle Racer Gym, where we've got teams that are going to race it up and down this court. Now, I will say this. The one thing you're going to watch is the defenses. I'm really impressed with, how they collapse down. In fact, Newcastle almost do the double team, kind of daring you to do if you can get that out of that. Lawton High kind of does the same kind of thing. So this is really defense against defense. Now, both teams are scoring. I mean, they scored last night, and that was not a problem. But I'm talking about defense wins championships, and this is going to be a defensive battle for sure between these two. Who is going to have the advantage? We mentioned about a month or so ago, January 22nd, Newcastle with a 7-point win, but low scoring. They were in the 30s, so it wasn't like a high-scoring affair, and that's why you can say defense has definitely made an impact. The gym's starting to fill up on the Newcastle side, as you can see, away from us. We are the Crow's Nest on the visiting side, and I think they're going to have the presentation of the national anthem after they have your introduction for the regional championship. Glad you could be along for the ride. We got 4 OSN matchups and then 5 teams. We kept both Newcastle and Lawton High is coming up next. They've got the national anthem. They'll do that. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Rule number 6, be the truck authority. That's the Billingsley way. At Billingsley, we're proud to offer hundreds of Ford trucks for your selection. And if you know a thing or two about saving money, we bet you know Billingsley.
I'm Grant Billingsley, and that's the Billingsley way.
Hi, I'm Dr. Todd Bridges, and after 30 years of practicing dentistry in Lawton, Fort Sill, Southwest Oklahoma, I need some help. Please welcome our new associate dentist, Dr. Chandler Harbin. Dr. Harbin brings a gentle touch to our ever-expanding dental practice in order to make your visit one that exceeds your expectations. Even more things to smile about is our partnership with 3 major dental insurance companies, United Concordia, Delta Dental Premier, and Health Choice. Come schedule an appointment with Dr. Harbin or myself by calling 580-248-6700.
It's no secret that life is busy and you have a million things on your to-do list.
Here at Community Bank of Oklahoma, we've made banking simple again. We can help you get to the important things in life, like the big game tonight.
We do all the heavy lifting so you don't have to.
Race towards us at Community Bank of Oklahoma, because we wouldn't be a community without you.
All right, so the starting lineups for the Lawton High Wolverines. There's the visiting team, and they're in all red tonight. And we have Avi Young and Manny Simpson, Anthony Patrick, who had an outstanding game last night, and Champ Brewer. And I kind of teased Champ a little bit on the way out because he wasn't hitting his threes like I normally see. Wide open threes last night. He said, I don't know what it was. And I said, well, we're going to need it tonight, so you can worry about that later. So that's the good news. Of course, our starting lineups for the Newcastle Racers. And they're going to tell the home team hosting this regional. Starting lineup is brought to you by HMS Heating and Air Plumbing. Of course, you can give them a call, 405-392-5413. 40 years in business in the entire metro area. Newcastle, Roger, Karen, and Chris can take care of you. And the Newcastle Racers who are going to be in their all whites. We'll have Joey Folsom at guard at 5'11 junior. Colton Brommer, he is also a hot prospect. He was our player of the game in the game 1 yesterday. And we've got Ivan, 6'4 senior at number 4. TJ Williams wearing number 5, and Joe Trey Sloan wearing number 11. He's 6'6". So they got the length they have certainly got the defense, and I'm really kind of anxious to see what both of these teams are going to present tonight. Kind of a dual combination of how this will come out. Between Newcastle and Lawton, we've got a lot of sponsorships to share, I guess, with a shared broadcast, but we guys got two of these that are involved. We'll start off with Focus Federal Credit Union. Want more money in your pocket when you open a new MasterCard with Focus Federal Credit Union? You'll get a 1.99 APR for the first 6 months. Apply at focusok.com today. Opening tip is going to be controlled by Newcastle, and the Racers take it quickly to the hoop, and they come up short under the glass, protected, and then looking for a little bit of help and a whistle on the floor. And I think, was that a quick timeout? Yeah, it was a quick 30-second timeout. So Lawton High was kind of getting a little bit of in a jam, and so they basically need a little bit of help. So Coach gave them help. We'll keep it here for that 30-second. Just you don't really kind of see that right out of the gate. But nonetheless, got a start where it just kind of, what was all that about? So when your players need a little bit of help in that trap, we talked about defense. You're going to talk about that's going to be what is going to be represented tonight. And you're going to get that full court press on both sides. And they are going to double team right at the point of where the ball is. So we'll kind of roll that around as Champ Brewer dishes that off to TK Taylor. Brewer back over in the corner, and they'll perimeter pass this around. Get things started with 7:29 just underway here in quarter one. Brewer from way up top is Patrick. To the side, Patrick a little stutter step, and then back up top, and we'll start new. Look for a little bit of help. Avi Young drives right and dishes back out. Newcastle will take that low post down, but outside shots, and unfortunately the ball sticks on the rim, and so the ball will be placed out of bounds. Unfortunately. Still a scoreless, not quite a minute has eclipsed off of the first quarter. And that's going to be contested, but Lawton High was able to get it, put it up off the glass, no good, gets their own rebound, put back up. Brewer looks for a three, but then decides not to. Back over to Avi Young. Avi Young drives, kick out, wide open shot, but took a little bit of slide to line that up, and it rims out. So we're still scoreless. Newcastle coming back the other way, and it's stolen by the Wolverines. So they tried to go long with a long pass. Wolverines were ready for it. Puts it up high off the glass and up and in. So the Wolverines finally capitalize on the opening bucket. And they take the opening lead with 2-0. Newcastle quickly down the floor, and that's pretty easy. So Ivan was just sitting there all alone and just basically takes the slam home, and we're all tied up at 2 apiece. Crosses the timeline, gets this one set up. Patrick at the top. He'll drive left over to Brewer. Brewer tries to go baseline, and we're going to have a whistle on the floor with a little bit of a push and contact, and that's going to be Newcastle. Racer gets the team first. That's going to be on Sloan. No, Brammer. Brammer is going to be called with the foul. That's going to be his first team first. Still a 2-2 ball game. Patrick kind of faked the inbounds pass and then gets it off to Brewer. Back over to Avi Young. Young looks to drive, dribbles between his legs, drives right. Kick out long three for Patrick is no good. Rebound and a fight for it, and it's going to stay on this end. So both were fighting for it. Ties up with Seeley, but it goes out of bounds on Seeley. Wolverines will take it out with Patrick. Nice little dribble inside Avi Young with a nice little transitional move and misses it. Oh, look at the hustle there underneath by TK Taylor. But it goes out on Taylor, and so Newcastle will get the ball. What did I tell you? In January 22nd, this was a 30-something game opposed to each other. This is not a high-scoring affair just because of the defense. So that's already playing out as we see in the first quarter. Both teams very stingy not in low. They're going to let that one sail, and there's a 3-ball. Just like that. Going to say the HMS 3-ball for the Newcastle Racers. Extends that lead now 5-2. See what kind of answer the Wolverines will pick. Patrick from the corner for 3. Rattles short on the rim. Rebound, Racers. 5:09 and counting. Outside corner, don't let him get a free shot opportunity. Boy, they're really working that around, but short under the rim and then rebounded by the Wolverines. Lawton High, tries to take it out of Simpson. Tries to take it strong to the hoop and loses it. Loses his momentum off of him and turnover. And the Racers will a little bit of change out for Newcastle with a substitution from the bench. Regional Championship Saturday. A lot of games being played on the network. We had 8 today, 4 girls and 4 boys. A little alley-oop pass, but he wasn't ready for it. Comes up shy. Wolverines with the rebound. Let's see if they take advantage on the floor. Tries to work with the transition, slows it back up. Patrick will start new. He'll kind of survey traffic. Looking for a little bit of help. Dribbles behind his back. Dribbles again. And then that's loosely picked up and stolen by Newcastle. All the way up and in. So Ivan takes it the distance. Has the largest lead tonight without the Wolverines responding. And they're on a run. An exchange as a loose ball kicked in between, and they're going to be a jump ball called. And the possession arrow going the other way. So if you're the Wolverines, not really getting much breaks now as we're almost at the halfway point of quarter 1, and they only have a bucket to show for it. 7-2. It's a 5-0 run for Newcastle with a 3, and Wolverines will go to their bench a little bit. Going to be at the 4-minute mark, and we'll switch out to a Lawton sponsor with Sutherland's at 1011 Southeast First. Since this is a combined broadcast, we'll kind of share the excitement with our quarter sponsors. Loose ball picked up around the Wolverines, but they've not been able to capitalize. I mean, you get a rebound, you get a steal, you get a stop, but you got to convert that into points. Of course, there's no panic mode here, but what I'm just saying is let's make something happen. Brewers step back try to look for a 3, readjust, then back out, then they'll kind of regroup as TK Taylor will take it. Taylor looks to drive, gets the moment pick, inside down underneath against double coverage, and that's finally what the Wolverines need with a bucket with Washington. 7-4. Lead is by 3 with 3:10 left to go here in quarter 1. Heavily guarded as Young kind of gets trapped in the wash, and there's almost a steal. Kind of stutter around these. Impressive on both of these teams and how they collapse down on the player. You get a wide open, you better take it, and that's what he does, and he drains it. With an HMS 3-ball, and just like that, the lead extends back out to double digits for Newcastle and make it 10. TK Taylor gets it stolen. Coming back up off the glass is good for 2. On a big run now for Newcastle. Wolverines kind of settled back into what kind of offense they wanted. It's like in transition with a bounce pass, gets it through, but misses the underneath basket. Steps out on the line, and he runs out of real estate, and that's going to be a turnover. So, unfortunate. Wolverines having a latter part of not of the best first quarters that you want. We're down to 2 minutes left to go here in quarter 1. So just like that, this game is fast and furious, and we got a whistle away from the action with a push down below. So Washington's going to pick up his first. That's going to be the team first. So they're really watching this. The exchange wasn't even at the top. We didn't even get down to that end of the court when we heard the whistle. So they're watching all of the positioning down below away from the basket, from the ball. Loose ball on the floor, but he's able to come up with it. How? He does, puts it back up, and just like that, a 10-point lead for the Newcastle Racers. And now another call. That's what I'm saying. I know Newcastle Racer fans weren't really happy with that as they picked up their second team. Remember, 2 years ago, they switched from the 1-1 to get 5 fouls in a quarter and then regroup. Loses it momentarily, but fortunately, the Lawton High Wolverines were able to get it down below, but the defense was there to collapse. Brewer back up top. Looks, we need Brewer for open threes. Little stutter step up off the glass for 2 is good. So Champ Brewer gets the deuce, cut away from that deficit. Newcastle tries to penetrate inside the paint, backs out, wide open for Ivan, no good. Loose ball picked up by the Wolverines with Contrell, who's come back into the ball game. Over to Young. Back over as TK Taylor looks to drive, and he'll just say, I'm going to take it. And he does. So TK Taylor does what he can. Is, if they're going to take away something, you've got to use it to your advantage, and that's what the Wolverines did in that last drive. 14-8 is the score. Down to the final minute left to go in quarter one. Has that one stolen. Fast break opportunity. Here comes the Wolverines up. Oh, and swatted from behind as TJ came from nowhere. We're going to see that on instant replay because, man, I'll tell you what, you thought this was just an easy bucket, and you take your time, and then bam! As Avi Young gets that one sent out to the sidelines. But the Wolverines will retain possession. Brewer, that was an easy, could have had that bucket to bring it within 4. Brewer looks back out over to Taylor. Taylor looks to drive. 3 defenders on him. Inside the paint, little fadeaway, no good. Rebounded by TJ. Ivan. Back over on the top for the Newcastle Racers. Racers in command of quarter one with the final 10 seconds left to go. Stop, pop, and drain it. Count it. So Brammer is able to connect to bring it to 16, and that will end quarter number 1. We'll be back. It is the regional championship basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Here at Carpet One, we have a great selection of carpet, hardwood, vinyl, tile, laminate, and area rugs. With all this, you're sure to find exactly what you want for your home. Come browse our exclusive selection or give Carpet One at Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Introducing Pioneer's new fiber internet bundle plans. Start with gig fiber internet, then add up to 3 options like Arlo Secure outdoor cameras and a video doorbell. Fast, secure, and made for you. Visit gopioneer.com today.
All right, back here at the Racer Gym where the Newcastle Racers, they take quarter number 1 and they lead by 8. And remember, they won the game by 7 back in January 22nd. You're going to hear a lot of references of that, and welcome in to your second quarter. Second quarter is brought to you by Seafood Party in Lawton. Every party is better with seafood. Come see Calvin and the gang at Seafood Party, 7410 Northwest Cash Road. Perfect for your large gatherings, quick lunch get-together, catfish, seafood boils, lunch specials from 11 until 3. Seafood Party here in Lawton. Wolverines will start off with that very contested defense, and they swarm out, but it's going to let that one sail off the mark for Avi Young. Newcastle Racers with the rebound. Quick exchange inside the paint. Fake the little pass and up and in. That was a great move. So Ivan just takes the little step inside, connects, and the lead's back up to 10. Wolverines looking to try to stop the damage and try to get on a run themselves. Basketball is full of runs. There is a scrum there with 3 white defenders, a tie-up. A lot of clapping going on, and I think that's a jump ball, and the possession arrow is going to go the other way. Lawton High is kind of talking through themselves. Tough competition when you get to this side of basketball, when you get to the regional championships, and then it just gets tougher from there. Then you go to area, it's the best of the best. And then from area, just you lock it down to the Final 8. Final 8 make it into state. 4 from the west, 4 from the east. Try to make your way and make your statement. You got to do it now. 7 minutes, so 1 minute off the second quarter. Down underneath against 4 Wolverines. Able to kick that one out for a wide open 3 ball, no good. Rebounded. Lawton High, they're going to say a push. So another Newcastle. It's kind of funny because you always get to hear the response from the fan base. And, of course, and if there's a foul against your team, you're going to let it known and be known. 10-point lead, Newcastle Racers here at the Racer Gym from way downtown. 3 ball off the mark, and that's going to go out of bounds. Unfortunate. I'm going to try to connect. Don't get your heads down yet, yes, guys. You know, you got 4 quarters in this ball game. Newcastle comes down the other end of the floor. Welcome those who are watching on Facebook. Like to join us and follow us there. For those on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We got 4 regional championship games on the network tonight. From way downtown, 3 ball hits that one. So Brammer, he's going to look to try to put his name in the hat to try to be the OSN player of the game for the Newcastle Racers. Still looking for a standout for the Wolverines. Looks to drive, put it up and in, and say, hey, if you're just going to give it to me, I'll take it. And the Wolverines finally get to double digits. Racers back on the other end. Oh, there it is, and that got the crowd. I mean, it's just basically, if you're going to give him an open lane, just get ready for it because it's coming down, and he made sure that they knew about it, and the Racer faithful up and excited. Wolverines come back down on the other end, try to get an answer. Patrick back up top. Look to drive. Backpedals a little bit. Little stutter step for Patrick. He'll throw it out to the corner over to Simpson. Simpson to Abby Young. Young, he'll look for the pick. Gets it. Gets contained by the defense at the 5:05 mark. Gets kind of tied up. Loses it. Loose ball on the floor and a hustle for it again. And the Newcastle Racers, lickety split right there. Timeout on the floor. So they'll take a timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Arvest Bank, we believe home ownership makes families and communities stronger. Whether it's your first home, a fixer-upper, or your forever home, we're here to help put home ownership within reach. Because everyone deserves a financial partner who cares. Arvest Bank. We believe.
All right, back to action. Newcastle Racers and hustle. I mean, even with a loose ball, I mean, you're just trying to get the jump ball or whatever you can do. Seafood Party second quarter for the Lawton channel, and we'll get Newcastle here in a minute. Kind of sharing these 2 OSN teams. Get across. And a whistle on the floor. And Williams to the line. As the big hush from the Newcastle faithful. Let him shoot his shot without any disruption. Was able to connect with the first. Call HMS for all your heat and air needs. And serving Newcastle in the Oklahoma area for over 40 years. Largest lead tonight, it's 15. The halfway point of the second quarter. Wolverines trying to find some identity against this defense. There's no doubt. Rims out. So just when you have a lid on the bucket is what you don't need. Newcastle comes up with a rebound from way downtown. 3-ball bounces up and off. Chris Dunn is the remainder of this second quarter sponsor. Chris knows what life is like here in Newcastle. You choose your car, your home, fit your lifestyle and your budget. He knows it's important when it comes to insurance. Look forward to getting you know with fine solutions that meet your needs. Call today, 405-392-2390. 15-point lead, largest for the Newcastle Racers. Lawton High, 3:34 left to go. Outside corner. Avi Young looks to drive, goes around two defenders. Kick out for a wide open three, no good. Gets his own rebound, fight for it, though, and look at that. Brammer's still in there trying to fight for one. Goes out of bounds, but last touched by Newcastle. So the Wolverines will retain possession underneath their own basket. 3:24 remaining here before the second quarter. Oh, nice little delivery. We'll take it. Up and in. Avi Young is able to connect. Make it 25-12. 3:15 and counting. Slowing up the pace just a little bit is the Newcastle Racers. Didn't really see them do that much last night. They were fast and furious. They scored some 80-some-odd points last night. Little exchange, little stutter step move. Goes strong to the hoop. A little bit too strong, but gets the Newcastle rebound, then back up around. So you get two or three opportunities after the offensive boards. Bounces around, still in the hands of Newcastle. I'll fight for it. They got the height, though. They got 6'6" and some change down below. And T.K. Taylor is going to pick up his first. It's the team's second. Either team not really doing a lot of fouling because 5 would get you in the bonus in a quarter. We've not seen that in quarter one, and we're not even close in quarter two. Newcastle with only one team foul, Wolverines with 2. 2:43 in the second quarter before the half. Newcastle makes the play for the long ball up top, almost stolen by the Wolverines, and now they're going to be an exchange physically with Avi Young. So Young just got to get a little aggressive there, trying to get the steal, trying to get something to happen. It's going to be his second, team third. So now after I said no one's close, Wolverines get back-to-back fouls. Racers at the top. Far edge of their screen. Wide open. Look. They'll play slow down a little bit to kind of get things settled. Don't forget the shot clock is coming to the upper classes for next year. Nice little down underneath, but exchange down below. It's going to be a whistle and a foul. Congratulations to Newcastle girls with their win. Midwest City beating MacArthur. Of course, all these teams, win or lose in the championship game, are on to area. It's just now whether or not where your setup is going to be in your HMS. Charity Stripe gets the first one to go. Second shot is off the mark. Wolverines with a rebound. Down the floor, 2:21 and counting. Kind of set this one up. Young will stop, and we've got a whistle away from the ball with a hold. Sloan is going to pick up his first, the team's second. Ivan, I think, will take a little break. Lead is 13. Wolverines want to try to chip away at that. heavily guarded, as we said. Defense is the key for Newcastle, even though they can score. That is their top. But you know what? We'll take it. If you're a Wolverine fan, you like that. Penetration. You have to do it the old hard way, the old-fashioned way. Drive and go straight, strong to the hoop. 143 and counting. Oh, a little spin. That's almost kind of a design where you practice that because he threw the ball way before he even actually knew that his set. It's kind of like a receiver where he knows where the quarterback's going to know where the receiver is, kind of like what that delivery was down underneath. But there was a collision down below, and that's going to put Newcastle in the bonus for the remainder of this quarter. And the HMS charity stripe connects. And that's the other thing I noticed for last night's game, too, is Newcastle is very good at the charity stripe. So not only have a good defense, they really bank these, and you have to. I mean, those are game changers, as most would know. Avi Young gets around his one defender. And like I say, you get around one, and there's one right there. It's a collapse. See how they collapse? Three of them just right on you right there, sometimes a double team. So we'll get the pick, a little push away from that. Avi Young looks for a step back with 1:14, and he nails it for a three. And I'll let Trey cut it, three, and a timeout on the floor. They'll take it. We'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Firehouse Subs is stacked to satisfy. Every sub's piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and bold flavor in every bite. All served on a freshly toasted roll. Big portions, no shortcuts. Just crave-worthy subs made to truly satisfy. And at Firehouse Subs, every bite makes an impact. A portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders. Download the Firehouse Subs app and get up to $10 off your first order. Skip the line, stack the flavor, and support your local heroes. Only at Firehouse Subs. At participating U.S. restaurants. Offer valid for 1 week after account registration. Additional terms apply.
For more than 70 years, we've been here for life's biggest moments. And now, we're here to provide even greater care as Comanche County Memorial Hospital and Southwestern Medical Center become the new Memorial Health System of Southwest Oklahoma. With expanded capacity, new access to specialized care, and advancements in technology and throughout our facility, we're growing with you and for you. Rooted in community, focused on what's ahead. We're here to lead. We're here for good.
Yep, plenty of basketball on our area games for next week, but the regional championships tonight with the final minute left to go here before the half. Newcastle with that lead. Wolverines trying to do what they can, and there's a little bit of ticky-tack. And pick the pocket with a little bit of hand touch and a hold. So we're going to go back to the charity stripe with the HMS free throw for the Newcastle Racers. Banks the first one in. And now comes up that with the tries to put that up with a three, misses the mark, rebound Newcastle. That was a little bit too much, a little inerrant. Trying to make a fast break opportunity, but two defenders there wisely. Wolverines took that away from an easy bucket, which would have been a layup for a fast airmail delivery. 30-17. So it's not low scoring this time around as a three ball hits on the side corner. No good. Loose ball, fight for it, goes out of bounds. It's going to stay on this end of the floor with 27 seconds. Best thing for the Wolverines, if they could hit a three here to bring it within 10. Little stop and pop action, bounces off. It's just the lid is closed. Maybe we need to switch ends at halftime. Maybe this other end is going to be better if you're a Wolverine fan. But Newcastle, doing everything that they need to defensively, taking advantage of that. Let's that one sail. Quickly down the floor, alley-oop, and I thought it was just going to roll in, but Wolverines was able to come up with it with 6 seconds left to go. 3-ball out of the way. Make that mark. No. Missed. Newcastle with a rebound, and that's going to finish it. So we go into the half where the Newcastle Razors lead 30-17. We'll give you some scoring updates on some of the other regional championships on the network, and we'll take a timeout. Be back right after this. You're watching the regional championships right here live from Newcastle, Oklahoma, on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Aero Sign Company is now Fusion Sign and Design, continuing to serve all of Oklahoma and surrounding states for the past 70 years. Their focus has always been driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom work and installation to excellent service, they have the knowledge and expertise to help you along the way and making your image stand out and last for years to come. The all-new Fusion Sign and Design. Phone 353-2227.
Is your heating unit prepared for an unpredictable winter? At Miller & Noble, we'll make sure you're in good hands. Whether you're replacing an old system or just need a simple repair, we've got the experience and the tools to keep you covered. If you can't pay all at once, we have flexible financing options available.
Stay cozy this winter with Miller & Noble Heating and Air, serving Lawton, Duncan, and surrounding areas. Call now at 580-355-1811.
Your job can get dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer front-end loaders, roll-off containers, and dumpsters for any job, large or small. Our services are for everybody, from small businesses to contractors to construction companies and everyone in between. We are a locally owned company, and we've been serving our community for 21 years. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every dirty problem has a solution. We're Waste Solutions. Click or call today.
Whether you're buying or selling, today's real estate market is proving trickier than ever.
We've been doing this for over 22 years.
So if a problem does arise, you can trust us to solve it.
Let us use our years of experience to guide you to buy or sell your home.
Trust the team that's gotten it done with over 12,000 deals done in the last 22 years.
Always call our Payment Berries team.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
All right, we are at the half, or it's been a Newcastle half. 30-17. Wolverines kind of look, and of course this defense will do this to you. That's what I mean. It's you take away aspects of your game, and they're going to only limit you to what you can do outside, and that's a gamble because they're on you as well. It's not like they're letting you shoot those outside shots. So we've got about 7 minutes left to go. We're in the halftime. What kind of adjustments that you'll make for the Wolverines, but Newcastle on a pace to win a regional championship here on their home floor. Only 2 losses on the season for the Newcastle Racers, and these two met back in January 22nd, and that was just a 7-point win for Newcastle. But basketball is waves of momentum. You can get hot, you can kind of break that, and the Wolverines will kind of adjust to see what they can do here in the second half. 30-17 is our halftime score, and we will be back right after this timeout on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Like there was a time when you'd have to put a hole there and 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 there. But this is just the same basic hole, and then you pick the direction you want to go.
Just having a 3-mile lateral, I think you're eliminating something like 60 wells that you'd have to put in.
That's a great leap forward.
You're able to tap the reservoir, and you have less of a footprint.
It never fails to blow me away.
Introducing Pioneer's new fiber internet bundle plans. Start with gig fiber internet, Then add up to 3 options, like Arlo Secure outdoor cameras and a video doorbell. Fast, secure, and made for you. Visit GoPioneer.com today.
At Liberty National Bank, we know success takes teamwork. We take pride in our roots and in supporting the communities we serve. Our personalized approach means we focus on your financial goals every step of the way. Because when our customers succeed, our whole community wins. Liberty National Bank, with you all the way.
Power Services, the power of quality and comfort, servicing all of Southwest Oklahoma and the surrounding area for the past 40 years. Offering the best service for heating and air for both residential and commercial, geothermal systems, electrical services, and generators are their specialty. Give them a call for all of your heating, air, and electrical needs. Experience the power of quality and comfort with Power Services of Southwest Oklahoma. Give them a call today at 580-875-3645. That's 580-875-3645.
At CFD, our mission is to deliver quality dentistry by providing big practice benefits with a little practice feel. Since 2008, we've updated our look, technology, and have added new smiles to our tenured staff to better care for you right here at home. Convenience for you is one of our biggest goals, and we often provide same-day treatment to minimize your time off work. We are open Monday through Friday to serve you. Visit cfdok.com for details. We look forward to seeing you at our big little practice.
Times like this, I'd like to have an ESPN Command Central with all the games that are going on right now, especially on the network. We got a really good one at the half. Class and SAS only by a bucket, 32-30 over Midwest City. Got a great one also at half. 1 point lead for Carl Albert, 26-25. Wow. And then we're waiting on an update from Del City and Noble. I think that one is just a little bit behind with the scoring is there. But, man, I'll tell you what, you can flip-flop and go back to all of the different games on our network. We'd love to share that along with you. 30-17, Newcastle leads here at the half before the teams come out for their warm-up and second half action. We'll take another timeout and be back to the Newcastle Racer Gym, Newcastle, Oklahoma, site of this regional championship on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic has specialized in the medical and surgical treatment of the foot and ankle for the past 40 years. And they provide all treatments under one roof. From x-rays, radial pulse therapy treatment, to surgical treatments, all with one goal in mind, providing the highest quality medical care with good old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. Call to set up an appointment today. Southwest Foot and Ankle. 580-357-8720.
So, not real big on paying bank fees? Well, that's okay. It means you're smart with your money and you know how to get a good deal. You're a credit union kind of person, and Communication Federal is your kind of credit union. In fact, PayMe Checking puts real money right into your account when you use your Visa debit card, online or in stores. PayMe Checking, the free account that pays you only from Communication Federal Credit Union.
For more than 70 years, we've been a part of Southwest Oklahoma's story, sharing every step forward and every stage of life, with people who understand that sometimes healing takes more than medicine. Introducing Memorial Health System of Southwest Oklahoma, a new generation of future-focused health and human-centered care.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
In
In the far corner of Southwest Oklahoma, you'll find a place that gives you the opportunity to pursue a degree while helping ease your mind when it comes to financial stress. Western Oklahoma State College offers a variety of options to fit your needs, both face-to-face and online. From managing a farm or ranch to saving lives as a registered nurse, Western will help turn your goals into your future. At Western Oklahoma State College, you are more than just a number. You are a member of the Pioneer family. Make Western your home away from home. Your degree is closer than you think.
All right, back here at the Newcastle Racer Gym, getting ready for the third quarter as Newcastle has a commanding 30-17 lead against the Lawton High Wolverines. And we'll start off with this quarter with Jennifer Robinette Insurance for the Lawton area and our Lawton Channel reviewers. Protect your assets with Jennifer Robinette, where they'll quote you like family. Jennifer and her team provides themselves on educating their clients, not just selling you. They offer home, life, and auto policies. They'd love to talk to you today. Give her a call today, 580-536-9100. Stop by in person, 1924 Northwest Cache Road in Lawton, where the Wolverines will start off with the ball down, trying to find an answer. Remember I told you maybe if they switched ends because the lid seemed to be closed on that side, maybe say the Wolverines can try to get something going here. Would start with a good points to the basket for the Wolverines. Look to try to penetrate, fade away, back irons no good, off the glass, rebounded Newcastle. So the Wolverines, with a steal and then another steal, back and forth, and now Newcastle come up for the wide open three, low, and that rattles in and out. Rebound, though, puts it back up into the hands of Patrick and the Wolverines. So both teams kind of miss on their opening possession to start second half. Patrick will start at the top. Look for a little bit of help. No, that's Brewer, sorry. Patrick comes up to help. You got to look for the green shoes. That's Patrick. Brewer gets the pick, rolls, fade away, three ball. Is able to miss that underneath. Comes up a little bit shy. Let's go on the other end. And they're not, it must not be the lid's not closed over for Bramer. And Bramer extends the Newcastle lead. Make it to 33. 6:39 here in the third quarter. Got some great games between Midwest City and Class and SAS. That's a great one to watch. Carl Albert and Bishop McGinnis nip and tuck. That's a tight game. Regional championships going. A nice little move, double move, and a travel is called. So the Wolverines can't catch a break. They got tied up, readjusted, and then took the extra step. 6:22 and counting in the third quarter. Jennifer Robinette, third quarter for the Lawton High Channel faithful. Those who are watching on Facebook, thank you. Give us a like and follow. YouTube, give a subscription on our YouTube channel. Oh, man, just kind of went around. And so TJ Williams is able to get the bucket and the harm. That's never a good thing. Give a three-point opportunity, hits the front iron rim, the HMS charity stripe. Wolverines, Patrick. Avi Young gets caught up in traffic, backs away. Gets Patrick out. He'll go to the other side. Trails Avi Young looking for a little bit of pick, but he doesn't take it for Patrick. Top. Newcastle in that zone. That little bubble doesn't give you much. See, and then they just collapse right down. They get a steal. They kind of bait you to go inside there, I think. And you feel confident, and there's a little quick put back up, no good. Loose ball picked up by the Wolverines. And a whistle on the floor with a push. So TJ Williams going to pick up his second, going to be the team first for the Racers. Brewer, his champ will look to drive left. Back up top as he hands that off to Simpson, and a whistle on the floor. So Folsom is going to pick up his second, the team second. So quick back-to-back fouls for the Racers. Wolverines trying to get something going offensively. Really hard press against this Newcastle Racer defense. Looks to drive, penetrates, stops, kind of a draw, and then misses. Doesn't get the bounce, and it goes out of bounds. Newcastle will inbounds. Wolverines will put a little bit of the pressure. Brewer will be on the guard. And dribbles across the timeline. High away, but then there's a little bit of fight for it, and that's going to be on Avi Young. That's going to be his third. It's going to be the team's second. Neither team is really kind of in any foul concerns for as any players. Almost midway through, nice little turnaround jumper is no good. Tipped around, and then it goes out of bounds. Last touched by Newcastle. Wolverines with the ball. Wolverines in all red. Newcastle in their home whites. Champ Brewer, he'll cross the timeline. Get to the halfway point. Kind of dribbles between his legs. Avi Young, little bounce pass to Brewer, little touch pass. Top Simpson. Then over to Patrick. And we'll kind of slow things down. The halfway mark. Avi Young makes the three. Misses the mark. Goes coast to coast, up and in. You got to kind of black down on that as Bramer, and Bramer is just putting on a little show himself on both sides of the floor, offensive, defensively. He's just a ball hawk. He wants to get steals. He'll throw his body on there for a jump ball. Luigi's is your shared third quarter sponsor, Luigi's, and they're great Italian recipes that's been passed down from Italy, generation to generation with a new flair. Love to eat at Luigi's anytime I'm in town. It's my spot. Make it your spot with a great Italian cuisine. 3:13 and counting. Avi Young. We're going to set the motion and the tone to TK Taylor. He'll kind of motion out, then bounce back up to Brewer. Champ. Back over to TK Taylor. See, they just have you. They just don't give. They don't give much. You got to do that kind of and it's kind of off the mark. You got to get around the defender, make a hot spot shot, and that's just. And they're not going. They're not falling. I don't know when the last time the Wolverines have only scored 17 points after three quarters, but it's been a while. I mean, it is a slump shooting night, but you got to credit Newcastle with this defense too. We saw both these teams in action where it's like. When you play the best on the best, you got to have a good night. 2.5 to go. Tie up, and will they say a jump ball? A little fight for it. Yeah, they're going to call the possession arrow. Going to stay on this side of the floor. Didn't want any extracurricular after that hard whistle. No, so for some of you that are bouncing around on the network, nice little alley-oop slam. So TJ Williams hammers it home. Newcastle boys and girls looks like they're going to bring some hardware home for regional championships unless the Wolverines can get something turned around. They're going to have to do it in a hurry. Let's start off with that for a three ball. Coming back down the other way. Kind of starts with that. You want to get something going. Why not let Trey cut it three ball opportunity? You can scan the QR code and get connected with your next appointment. So Washington's going to pick up his second, going to be the team third as the whistle here on the floor. 19-point lead for the Racers. 155 and counting. Yeah, you got a great, interesting Carl Albert Bishop McGuinness game, Midwest City and Classen SAS. These are classics. Coming down to the wire with those games. We'll kind of keep you an up-to-date as we can. Kind of get caught in the trash, and he's still able to get the ball and keep his composure, and then still rustled out and then out of bounds. But this time, he knocked it out of bounds. So the Wolverines will capitalize. You got to get points when you get in down to this transition here. Brewer, little bounce pass to Taylor. Taylor fakes the pass, then outward. Oh, my. No one home. Trying to go to John Jones. It's kind of been one of those nights for the Wolverines. Kind of uncharacteristic, though, too. And, you kind of want to regroup. This is a lot of basketball played, too, and, you got to have your legs with you because area is going to be that much more. A drive, gets around the defender. He's just got that length. Just got the pickup, but the Wolverines are able to deny it, get the rebound quickly down the floor. A readjust up off the glass, no, short. Rebound Newcastle. Racers come back on the other end of the floor, kind of tied up. Almost gets that stolen. Corner, coming back down with the final 30 seconds. Here in the third quarter. Going to have that little bit. Down to 18 seconds. And a whistle on the floor. Looks like in the third quarter, Midwest City now has a lead, 40-37. Carl Albert with just a bucket over Bishop McGuinness, 34-32. It is Del City at the half over Noble, 25-22. That is kind of an interesting matchup there. The Noble Bears coming back and defeating the MacArthur Highlanders yesterday. Down to 3-2, the last of the, and that's going to end the third quarter. 39-20 after 3. We'll be back with the fourth and final right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Lawton Fort Sill Regional Airport. Just 1 mile to anywhere. Offering non-stop service to Dallas-Fort Worth. Fast, friendly, and convenient without all the hassles. Easy parking and with close proximity to your arrivals and departures. All in their newly renovated terminal. Here to there in just 1 mile. To book your mile to anywhere destination from LAW, log on to AA.com or call 800-433-7300.
Well, I was just talking about this during the break. This is a fast game. I mean, we are already into the fourth quarter, an hour into this contest, and we're already starting the fourth quarter. Your Vincent Saylor, State Farm, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Your fourth quarter for the Lawton High Channel and the Wolverines. A nice little sky delivery up, gets contact as he goes up. So Ivan is going to be picking up the foul. That's going to be his second, team first. Vincent Saylor, proudly serving the state of Oklahoma since 2017, providing comprehensive insurance options to help protect you the most people, places, and things, serving Lawton, Elgin, Cache, Fort Sill, and beyond. Comanche and Canton counties Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call 699-2771. And we've got a injured Newcastle racer on the floor. Not getting up, and that's kind of the hardest thing. I don't know. Did you see anything? Did he hit the hardwood floor pretty hard? Didn't really. Okay. Well, that would be great as he gets up. Whether that is a cramp. That's a lot of basketball to be played. They played last night, and they're going to play, they played tonight for the regional championship. And we're going to go to the charity stripe. Let Trey cut it. Why not let Trey cut it? Opportunity for TK Taylor at the line. Man, you need every single one you can get. TK Taylor misses the first. Coming up with the second. Knocks that one down. Make it 21. 7:44 here in the fourth quarter. And we got a whistle. It's going to be taken out here. So John Jones going to be called with the foul. That's going to be his second, team first. Newcastle going to take it inbounds. Nice little stutter move. Oh, then rejected, then kind of contact out underneath with the trash. So TK Taylor is going to pick up his third, going to be in the team's second. Well, I told you that 30-point, and it's kind of like stayed there. It's just stayed there. Just shows you. Well, they get past that one. Your HMS charity stripe. Gets the Racers to 40. And back up to that comfortable lead by 20. As we said, this is not the end for the Wolverines. They will go to area because you'll win the regional championship and the runner-up goes. It's just that you'll play again next week. But where and who be the opponent, and there'll be a lot to decipher after tonight because there is a lot of great games on the network for these regional. Man, you just like to have that one go, and they're going to be a foul against Washington on the push. That's going to be his third, the team third. Almost stolen. Call a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with him. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Lawton Community Health Center is a place for babies, kids like me, and even teenagers. Nice people are there to help you when you're hurt or you just don't feel good. And even if you do, they give you medicine so you don't get sick and physicals so you can play sports. I'm happy to know they'll be there when I need them. And my mom is too.
LCHC, your hometown healthcare.
All right, so back to action. So Brammer is able to connect after the timeout. TK Taylor gets the bucket. We'll get to the let Trey cut it charity stripe. Why not let Trey cut it? Makes it a 3-point swing for the Wolverines. Six and a half to go, and now this is the thing is with Newcastle, and if they take the foot off the gas right here, could give the Wolverines kind of a little spark. because Newcastle just kind of really stalling this out, just kind of playing methodically well. He's kind of worked their way underneath. Bramer is, outstanding tonight. He may be looking at your player of the game, 6:04 and a whistle away from the ball with a push. They are calling it. They won't really call too much of the action. They'll call it away from the action. Newcastle has picked up their 4th, and that's going to be on Folsom. That's going to be his 3rd. So, Wolverines looking for an opportunity. Try to get something going. They've kind of stalled out, Contrail. Back up top is Washington. In a little bit. He looks to try to get the pick, but try to force feed that inside to Trash. Picked up, stolen, alley-oop, and there it is. So TJ, we're going to see that here in the Williams slam dunk. Williams is also bringing it home. And a whistle to stop. Going to try to get some other scores. Midwest City leads 49-41 in the 4th quarter. They're just starting that. Carl Albert leads Bishop McGinnis 45-32. Del City in a close one at the half with Noble 25-22. We'll get an update with that one. 5 minutes left to go in this one. It's been all Newcastle really since the first quarter. Little fadeaway. Puts that one up off the glass, but a nice rebound. Double stutter step move down below. Underneath, puts it up, and a whistle. So TK Taylor is going to pick up his 4th and the team 4th. So after the exchange with the rebound, and we'll cross the timeline. Stop. Then a little delivery, and that's going to be an errant pass, and it goes out of bounds safely. Wolverines will take it out here on the side. 4:48 left to go. So we're witnessing Newcastle, and both of these are our teams, so we wish them the best of luck in area. But man, I'll tell you what, there's going to be a collision course with some really great basketball down the stretch, and that's what you kind of expect. A little swat away there. Unfortunately, Elgin girls lose, and they don't win the championship there. We also covered them in most of their home games this year, but we'll catch them in area next week. But they come up short with winning a regional championship in McLeod today. McLeod is also another force to be reckoned with. But I was hoping that with our 13 schools in the network for football, nice little action to go up top, misses it, gets his own rebound though. Avi Young puts it back up over to Taylor. Taylor will regroup, and they'll back away. Look for the drive. But I was saying 13 schools in the network, 8 win in the playoffs for football, 5 made the semifinals. And I said, if we get something like that with basketball, I'll be thrilled. And we got that much great talent being shown on the network. Kind of stumbles, trips, and somehow gets the ball in control in the lane. And a foul with a push on the way in with Jones, who picks up his 3rd, and they were going to put Bramer in the bonus for the rest of the way. Shot up and good. Your HMS. Knocks him down both. Taylor Washington and Vincent Saylor, 4th quarter, now switches over for Newcastle. First United Bank, with over 80 locations across Oklahoma, Texas. Family bank in every sense of the word. Family owned and operated, built on family values, treating you like family. Spend life wisely, member FDIC. Wolverines with the ball. Little floater up and a roll in. So Champ Brewer is able to connect with the deuce. And looks for a little bit of penetration. 3:22 left to go. Looks to drive, kick out, top of the key, and they're going to play a little stall ball. Oh, that's an offensive. Well, I mean, that was obvious. I mean, I understand when you lower your shoulder and then go into it. I know I got the Wolverines a little excited. Simpson said, yeah, I'll take that. I don't even know why he did it. I mean, it's just so obvious with the charge. Took that offensively. Both teams are now in the bonus for the rest of the way. Champ Brewer gets away from the one defender outside the corner, but up top to Young, and Avi Young will drive. Back out to Taylor. Taylor top of the key. Looks drive left, right, in between. Kick out over to Young. Baseline, Champ Brewer, nice little move, swim move up around, and he does not get that to fall. That's just been the night for the Wolverines. Nice tie-up defensively, but they're going to call him with the body with 2.5 to go in this contest. Looks like both the boys and girls for Newcastle Racers will be regional champions. You can look on social media with all the hardware that's going to be delivered tonight. Had a lot of wrestling going on in the new fairground. I can't wait to go in to see the OG&E presentation of how pretty that looks for all the shots I've seen, for all the wrestling that's come down. Gets that one to nail. They'll have all the finals there. Some of the semifinals will be played in the area like OU. I know UConn will be a site. 2.5 to go. And a whistle. So Newcastle is going to pick up a foul. That's going to be his third. Avi Young goes to the line. Let Trey cut it. Why not let Trey cut it? Ask yourself that. You can scan the QR code there on your screen and get connected. You can go online, get your appointment. Thank him for his great basketball sponsorship. Avi Young is able to get that one in. Second shot coming up is also good. .220. It's really kind of the formality now, but it's kind of dwindling the clock. Display keep away as much. As we said, shot clock will start with the 6A and 5A schools, a little bit extracurricular there with the stoppage, and you're going to put them to the line. But, yeah, there'll be a shot clock for 6A, 5A. Some of the bigger schools, larger schools will implement that in next year. That will be the first rule change. We had a rule change a couple years ago for getting rid of the 1-and-1 in Oklahoma, and they had 5 fouls per quarter to get you in the bonus. Shot is missed. The HMS charity stripe. Misses them both. Wolverines under 2 to go. Patrick up top. Avi Young. Nice little delivery down below. Misses. Rolls out. Wolverines still playing defense, though. Down, oh man, gets the bounce, and Sloan was able to get that and get the connection and stop and get the deuce to go. Minute 29. Stop, pops, bounces once, twice, no. Oh, and then a steal coming back down, Patrick. 3 ball on the way, no. Just like Just hate it for him. You put up those selected shots, even really a good-looking shot. I'll do one more little checkup of what we got with some of the games that are on the network. It's a 1 point. Everybody's going to these other games now, except for now it's about 19-point lead. Midwest City is 69-50 over Classen SAS. Carl Albert now has got a 15-point lead. They were close. Told you, I was talking to this during the timeout, that they always find their way back. 55-40. Del City in a close one with Noble, 32-30. All OSN teams on the regional championship. And there's another opportunity at a 3-ball for the Newcastle Racers, under a minute to go. What's that one? Sale? No. Picked up. Don't really have to. Got the steal, though. Say the Wolverines still playing till the final seconds. Sloan is going to pick up his second. So Avi Young goes to the line, your charity stripe. Why not let Trey cut it? Scan the QR code and see if they can try to match kind of what they had in January against this team. I think they had 32 is it, but they limited Newcastle in some of their shots, and they only lost by 7. First time that these teams have played against each other, and there's a loose tie-up and a blocking foul on the way in the baseline. Lyles going to pick up one, and Wolverines will go back to the line. Okay. I think it was 39-32. They have replicated the same score for their end when they played Newcastle on January 22nd, but they just couldn't limit Newcastle this time. It's been all Racers. Loose ball picked up with the final 15 seconds. And we're going to go put that one up. So they do eclipse past what they had before. And that is going to do it. That is going to be your ad as Newcastle Racers are regional champions. 55-34 is your final. And both teams congratulate each other because they're moving on. Both of the teams are going to area, and that will be good. We're going to come back after a quick timeout and give you your player of the game as they will hand out the regional championship trophy. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
If you're someone who feels anxious or scared about going to the dentist, you're not alone. We're here to make sure you feel completely comfortable every step of the way. And at our office, we believe in treating more than just teeth. We focus on you as a person. And with Sedation Dentistry, you can experience the care you need without fear and without pain. And with Sedation Dentistry, we can make your dreams come true.
Well, the pictures and the accolade as the team gets their posed picture for the regional champion. So Bramer got 1,500 career points with tonight's performance, and congratulations because he is our player of the game. Just outstanding. So Colton Bramer, the 6'2 senior, 1,500 career points. Congratulations on that milestone and a very special club to be in as he'll continue on in his race for state, and he's our player of the game from HMS. serving residential homes and commercial businesses in Newcastle, the entire metro area for more than 40 years. Roger, Karen, Chris, and the team love to take care of your HVAC and plumbing needs. Don't stress. Call HMS 405-392-5413. Your player of the game, Mr. Bramer, and congratulations on that. Congratulations to Newcastle Racers, one of the OSN team's regional champions. They have not crowned the rest of them. Midwest City had a lead. Carl Albert had a lead. Del City a slight lead. We could take a lot of hardware home for the Oklahoma Sports Network schools, and we're going to have a fun week next week in areas. So make sure you follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, X, so you'll know where we're going to be, who we're going to have up on the network, and then download the free app on Apple and Android devices, free to download, free to watch. Subscribe to our YouTube, and also subscribe to our Facebook channel. You've been watching a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network. We'll see you back here next week.